What does validation look like in practice? There are many ways to validate your product ideas, one of the best being talking to customers and/or potential users. Nothing can replace the real-time feedback you get from walking users through a potential solution. But although this is the best way to get the data you need, it is limiting. It's difficult to get this type of first-hand feedback when you're trying to move quickly, which is why the product teams that skip validation usually do so because it's too time-consuming. The best approach is to supplement one-on-one customer conversations with other types of inputs. Let's walk through some additional ways to validate your product ideas. The first way is with product usage data. For example, you can use data to determine which of the proposed solutions will positively impact the most customer accounts or even the most high-value customer accounts. If you're deciding between putting resources into improving one feature or another, product data helps you understand which feature has higher usage and therefore will positively impact more users with an improvement. By digging into how different types of users engage with your product, you'll have a better sense of the impact a certain solution could have. Alarm.com, a company that provides security solutions for consumers, businesses, and commercial properties, is an example of an organization that's leveraging product data to continuously improve their product. Their platform allows customers to control everything they need to keep their homes and businesses secure, including cameras, lights, locks, and thermostats, all from a single web or mobile app. Product teams across Alarm.com use data from a product analytics tool to get granular insights into how customers utilize their platform, including how they moved through defined steps and workflows. This allows Alarm.com to improve features more efficiently and use data to back up their decisions. You can also use in-app surveys or polls to collect real-time input from users at scale. Product managers can create an in-app poll that asks users which potential solution they're most interested in, or which feature will be most valuable to their workflows. You might also use an in-app guide to expose design prototypes to users and get feedback on which option they prefer. In-app surveys and polls are particularly useful because you can use segmentation to target the exact users you want to reach. For example, if you're working to solve a problem that only impacts a subset of your user base. Another way to validate ideas is with market research and surveys. This involves going outside of your user base and validating based on insights and data about the market, target audience, competition, and industry trends. Market research is particularly useful when you're looking to build an entire product rather than add a new feature to an existing product. There are also willingness to pay surveys, like the Van Westendorp pricing analysis. This is a multi-question model that indirectly measures potential buyers' willingness to pay instead of directly posing the question. Rather than asking people to identify a single price point, the Van Westendorp model helps product managers assess a range of prices. In general, measuring willingness to pay is useful in understanding the value of a product idea, especially if you're working to solve a problem that requires new functionality to be added to the product. Finally, if you use a feedback management platform, this is another valuable source for validation. If your tool allows users to submit feedback and upvote their favorite ideas, this provides a ready-to-use source of information on what users want from your product and how in demand a given idea is. You might not be able to leverage all of these tactics, but it's important that you have some way or multiple ways to validate the solutions you're considering. Validation is how you ensure that customers will find value in what you build, that your engineering and design resources are being put to the best use, and that what you build will have the desired outcome. Another large part of validation is experimentation and actually testing things out in the product, which is the topic of the next lesson.